Today I'll be going over my full LEGO Star Wars Summer 2023 set predictions. Let's get into them. So yes, welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars video. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at every single LEGO Star Wars 2023 Summer Wave set, all the prices and set numbers, and pretty much go over my full predictions as to what I think the set will be. So yeah, I do this most of the time for most of these waves, and retrospectively, I'm usually not too accurate, but nonetheless, I do have some good faith in some of these ideas here. So starting off, guys, with number one here, we have set number 75358. We have the $40 4+ set. So of course, under 200 pieces with this one, and the rumor going around right now is it's actually going to be based off the new Young Jedi Adventures TV series that's apparently coming out in 2023, which, I wouldn't doubt it. If that set does end up being based off that show, I guess you really can't hate it too much. Probably the only set that show will get, maybe some cool minifigures in there, maybe some cool sets, but of course, I know nothing about that show. I did not even know that thing was coming out in 2023, so I definitely don't know any full predictions for that, but nonetheless, I can probably agree. I will agree it'll probably be based off that show, so it'll be pretty cool to see what we get at that time, but there's the first one, guys. Next up, we have set number 75360, $35, 253 pieces. And look, this is one that I feel like not a lot of people have been talking about, and I did not realize it's actually been over 5 years since the last one. And of course, with being episode 6 right now, Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary, I will be putting a desert skiff here. So if we kind of look retrospectively, a lot of the old desert skiffs really never crossed that 300 piece mark. I believe the 2017 one was like 275, and of course it comes with a Sarlacc pit as well. So look, if they keep it roughly the same, piece count wise, I think that'd be pretty much perfect there. And $35, not too out of the ordinary. I believe the last one was $30, so hey, raise it $5 now for 2023 standards. And I think with such a low piece count, some of these older ones have 4 minifigures usually. I'm gonna be optimistic here and put 5 minifigures possibly. We have Boba Fett, Chewbacca, Lando, Han Solo, and Weequay Guard. If I were to have to take one of those away, the last one did not include Lando, so maybe I'll take Lando away again. But it would be very nice to get another Lando, since at that point the last one we've gotten of him from that scene was, I think, 2012. So nonetheless, though, I definitely think a desert skiff has some sort of right being on this list at least. Next up, we have 75363. We got the first $15 set, 88 pieces, and unless these are accessory packs with number swaps, okay, I will be the first one to say here, I think there's a slight little funny rumor going around, and I will actually run with it. I really do think that we could possibly be seeing some LEGO Star Wars mechs coming in the summer. So 88 pieces here, again, is pretty much pretty shallow though on the piece count. Most of the mechs are 100 or more, but something to do with maybe something like a Darth Vader here. Maybe it'll be a little bit less. Maybe they can actually scrunch it a little under 100. Darth Vader, being the mech there, I think he would, he's the main character of Star Wars pretty much, the most iconic one. Will LEGO be trying to do something else with LEGO Star Wars by, including these mechs in here? I wouldn't really hate it. I think it'd be kind of fun to get a couple of them, be a nice little part of LEGO Star Wars history. But if they plan on doing, say, LEGO Star Wars mechs for 5, 10, 15 years and give us 3 or 5 a year, I would start to get very sick of them very quick. But there's my little, funny rumor for that, my funny little guess. Next up, we have 75364, which is a random September set. No price or pieces yet. And this is the one right here where I'll say, look, I think this could be the ghost possibly, because we're putting 75364 in between the other, set numbers, and also the highest price one, 75365, where, look, we're missing a void. We have a void right here of like no 50 through like $150 sets. There's a big void right there, where I think possibly this set could fill that void of being anywhere from a $90 to $160 ghost right here. So the thing is, the last Ghost was $90. Of course, look, in 2023 standards, that's going to be every bit of $120. They could even scrunch it up to 140 or 150 if they, include a nice little stand on there, some updated minifigures, maybe add an extra 50 pieces in there. So this will be my guess for a Ghost. And quite frankly, minifigure-wise, we give us, a new Ahsoka from the series, possibly a Hera, maybe a Sabine. I don't know if Zeb is actually rumored to be in the show or not. Someone comment down below if that's the case, but something to do with that. Maybe even a Thrawn, possibly. But again, from the rumors I've heard, apparently Thrawn will kind of be in the shadows of the entire series. So will they promote him heavily in the the trailers and the teasers? Will they even show him then? Who really knows? So again, if Lucasfilm themselves does not show Thrawn, I extremely doubt LEGO's going to put Thrawn in a set coming on 2023 at least. Since that show is I think rumored to be early August, I think. So if anything, I think Thrawn might possibly be a 2024 minifigure. But there's the Ghost right there. Next up, we have 75365, $160, 1,067 pieces. And look, I did a little bit of research as I was doing this. And the more I'm thinking about this, look, I would love this to be a gunship. I think everything works in its favor. A gunship could also be 75364. If they were to, do a little less on the price, maybe bump the piece count up a little bit. We could maybe swap these two things right here. Possibly, the previous number could be the gunship. Maybe this will be the ghost. But I think right here, I'll put this, I'll put the $160 set as a gunship. The only thing kind of knocking me from that is if we kind of look at it. Okay, so $160 makes sense. The ATT is $140. Gunships are usually a little bit more, $20, $30 more than the ATT, so it makes sense there. The only thing kind of deferring me from a gunship is the piece count here. So the piece count is pretty low for it, because if we look back at the 2013 one, it was already over this piece count. The 2013 gunship was over this one, so it'll be a little bit of a downscale. And the biggest thing I think, for this one is, look, we have a couple options here. I got a Munilist 10, gunship, of course, being one of the options, but the only thing kind of going against that as well is we already have a lower piece count. Will Lego be able to do all those designs on the front and say all the extra blue and dark red paneling on there with a lower piece count? You get what I'm kind of saying there? The entire kind of front fascia, if they do that cool little shark design, presumably that's not all just going to be a print or a sticker or anything. Presumably they'll probably do a Lego built. That will be an extra 20, 30, 40 pieces just for that. So my assumptions though, look, if it's Munilist, 10 option, we have Anakin, Obi-Wan, of course, in 2003 outfits. Captain Fordo. Then we have 2 blue clones, then also 2 super battle droids. I think that'd be a beautiful set, especially 2003 base. The super battle droids were a big part back then. If no super battle droids, give us some dark orange battle droids again, just like how they were back in the 2003 show. If not, we have a wolf pack option here too. Plo Koon, Phase 2 wolf. We have 2 wolf pack troopers, 1 pilot clone possibly if they want to throw that in there. Then I'm thinking 2 or 3 rocket droids, or possibly maybe just 2 rocket droids, and maybe also a buzz droid or something like that, just to kind of have that entire aerial kind of scenery, you get what I'm saying? And then lastly here we have a Season 7 option, of course, kind of more of a regular option. Season 7 Maul, Season 7 Ahsoka, Phase 2 Rex. I think that teal pilot would be pretty damn cool, that Phase 2 teal pilot. And then lastly, 2 Maul Mandos, preferably, 1 female and 1 male, just they have 2 different, armor types pretty much. They have 2 different helmets, 2 different body types, of course. In the show, it's very easy to tell, female versus male. So that'd be pretty cool if they actually include both of them. But yeah, there's all my kind of gunship thoughts right there. Possibly, again, there's a lot of stuff going on next year for Lego where how are they going to be able to kind of where's all their eggs going to be? What basket are they going to put most of their eggs in? And who knows? Maybe Clone Wars might be that one. Next up, we have 75366, $45, confirmed the advent calendar for the year. So, nothing really too crazy to kind of predict about that. Preferably, I would love, give us like a Disney Plus orientated advent calendar. Base it off of Ahsoka, Mando, Bad Batch. Give us like even some Andor stuff. I don't really care. I think that'd be pretty cool to actually maybe just base it off of all Disney Plus shows for once, especially after having, 2 full years of a bunch of shows. And nonetheless, that'd be pretty cool. Moving on, we have 75368, also $15. Another one here, it's a higher piece count, over 100 pieces, but it's also, could be a second mech, maybe an accessory pack. This one kind of fits the mech piece count more, or so at that point I'm thinking look, bottom line of it, this could be an entirely new thing Lego does. They could just increase the microfighters up to 15, which I would absolutely hate, especially if you get 2 more in the summer. Like, come on, release those in January like you used to. But yeah, there's kind of my guess for that. Nothing really too much more to say about those. Next up we have a 75369, 155 pieces. And this one right here, look, this could maybe be a $20, $25 set. No price confirmed on this one yet. I'm thinking maybe a small Ewok attack base set, kind of like, maybe not based off of the 2011 one, but kind of based it off I think the original, I think it was 01, right, or 2000, where they had that little Ewok attack, speeder bike, a little glider, a little, maybe 2 Ewoks, maybe a scout trooper, just something in there. And how I think that will kind of play into is actually based off the bigger set, or the biggest set of the wave. It would be a nice little accessory pack to maybe get 2 or 3 of those to kind of go with it, which I'll get into in a second. Next up, we have 75370, 138 pieces. And then pretty much what I'm thinking here, I think it's a give me. I kind of totally forgot about this, and especially when we see these next, these price points, these piece counts, 138 pieces is pretty much identical to the Duel on Mandalore $20 set from 2021. And I'm thinking this might be a final duel set. Will it not be a final duel set? Luke vs. Vader, $20 duel set. I really do think so. I think that's a strong chance, especially because we got the Duel on Mandalore 2021 summer. So, you know, why would we not get this one 2023 summer? That's definitely possible. So that's a strong, bold take right there, but I'm standing by that one. That's probably my most confident one out of this entire list right here. Then lastly, you know, we have 75371, $200, September 1st, new piece count just came out for it, 2320 on the pieces. And look, I'm going to put it here. I will say this, especially after that piece count came out, I'm going to say here, you know, 18 plus style or a small MBS Endor bunker, because, you know, especially when I saw that piece count, it really does kind of just, you know, tell me, hey, look, like, this could be a lot of smaller pieces, you know, which an Endor bunker kind of is. You know, we're not going to have, you know, too many new molds for it, maybe some bigger panel pieces, but a lot of it will just be kind of small detail pieces throughout it, especially if they make it, you know, kind of the same size of the 2009 one. And, you know, minifigure wise, you know, look, again, maybe give us an ATST, you know, that'd be cool. Maybe give us another glider, you know, throw us maybe, you know, 8 or 9 minifigures. I mean, at that price point, I would hope so. But I'm going to stand by that. I really do think an 18 plus style or a small MBS Endor bunker will be a thing. So that's pretty much all, guys, for all the actual August and September sets that are kind of rumored now. Again, these are confirmed numbers, confirmed prices. The only thing that we don't know yet is, of course, you know, what the actual sets are, which these are kind of my takes right here. This is what I'm pretty confident with. A pretty weird wave, if I'm being honest. A lot of cheap stuff, a lot of small stuff, a lot of awkward price points, a lot of awkward piece counts for those price points. And nonetheless, all I can say is next year, guys, 2023, or should I say tomorrow, you know, LEGO has 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars, which they kind of put on themselves. I mean, we would have never cared either way if they wouldn't have done that. They've also got 40 years of Return of the Jedi, of course, which, you know, that's understandable. Of course, we kind of knew LEGO would probably do something with that. Then we've also got the Ahsoka series, Bad Batch Season 2, Mando Season 3, you know, presumably that little kid show. A lot of stuff coming out next year. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff on LEGO's plate, and I'm really hoping they actually do, you know, good with it. You know, of course, all the March and May sets are already kind of confirmed. You know, I've already done videos on that beforehand, but I'll probably do maybe one quick little update on those in the next week or two. But yeah, so the one thing I will say about that, though, with everything on their plate, if the May 4th set actually ends up being a buildable Chewbacca character, I will go to the LEGO store that day and buy one just to literally smash it and burn it on the ground outside the LEGO store. That's crazy, dude. If they have all that stuff coming out next year, you know, those anniversaries, those new shows, and they waste a UCS slot on a buildable Chewbacca, I will never forgive LEGO for that. So nonetheless, guys, there's the entire list right here. Leave your thoughts down below. What do you guys think are confirmed sets or more, you know, most likely are going to come out next year? I'd love to hear it down below. And that's all, guys, for this video. Please comment and subscribe. See you guys later. Bye, guys, and stay safe.